and I found you at the right time. You're running my mind. Oh no, it's been a long time. Oh, I've been searching for a long time. Glad that I found you at the right time. Oh, you're running my mind. I can't lose this loving, this loving, this loving. Don't wanna lose this loving, this loving, this loving. I can't lose this loving, this loving, this loving. Don't wanna lose this loving, this loving, this loving. I see what I've been missing. Been through many seasons, but I never found the person.
Hello, welcome to Conjugal Bliss. I am Priscilla, Ashonibare. Thank you for joining us. We have been discussing about gratitude in marriage for some weeks now. So let's continue with that topic. We've spoken about the fact that there are so many benefits that you can get when you express your gratitude to your spouse, when you let your spouse know that you are appreciative of what him or he or she is doing to make the marriage work, for putting up with you for this long in the relationship. We have spoken about the fact that it will help as a repair, it will boost your health and things like that. So let's continue. Another benefit of gratitude in marriage, of you letting your spouse know that you acknowledge what he or she is doing to make the marriage to work, to maintain the marriage, to make the marriage satisfying, and you express it. Okay, you express the fact that you are grateful for whatsoever he or she is doing. It's another benefit is that when you start your discussion, okay, when you want to discuss about any challenges that you are facing in the marriage, and you start with gratitude first, it will help to set a positive tone. Okay. Now let me try and put it in a simpler way. Okay, for example, there's something that your spouse did that you're not too happy about, and you want to point his attention to it. Don't just say and say, do you know that you hurt me? Do you know that you did this? Do you know that you did that? That person will be ready to defend him or herself. Oh yeah, because your spouse will think you're attacking him or her. So what you should do is go from the approach of gratitude. Thank you so much for all that you're doing. Thank you for being a good wife, for being a good husband. I'm grateful for how you are investing in this relationship, and you mentioned some of them, and you now said, however, these are some of the things that you're doing that is making me to feel sad sometimes. Okay. What that will do is it will set a positive tone, which will also encourage constructive dialogue. Okay, your spouse will not be defensive anymore, because you're already coming from, I can see there are some things that you're doing right, and I notice there are some things that I think we need to work on so that aspect of our marriage can get better. Remember when we were talking about communication style in marriage, and we spoke about the fact that one of the negative communication styles that are destroying marriages is criticism. But we said when you come from a point of view of being constructively, okay, let me put it away. When you criticize your spouse constructively, it will help your spouse to listen. Okay. Now, when you want to tell your spouse, okay, these are some areas that I think we need to put in more effort in our relationship, but you come from, thank you for what you're doing to make it work, then your spouse will be ready to listen. Remember, he said that enter into his gate with thanksgiving. In the same way, too, you want your spouse to listen to you. You want to have a constructive dialogue. Then you have to do what? Go through the gate of thanksgiving. Okay. And another benefit of gratitude in marriage is, okay, now, constructive criticism, you start with gratitude, okay. You start with praise, okay. So it will make that person to be willing to listen to you. Now, another joint not too far from that is when you are starting a discussion, okay, like we said in marriage, when couples have not been communicating well, one of the things they can do to help their communication is they should have planned discussion. Okay, what is planned discussion? Planned discussion is when you tell your spouse, can we talk about this topic at this time? Okay, so you set a time of the day when you are going to discuss about, you have like an agenda of what you want to talk about. Okay, that is the planned discussion. So when you want to start that kind of a planned discussion, because there's a situation you want to talk about, or there's a challenge, or maybe it's something about the children, or sometimes it is, okay, the discussion is about where our children should school. Okay, so when you now want to talk about it, if you start with gratitude, it will foster an environment of mutual respect, okay, and understanding. Number one, I said it will set a positive tone. Number two, it will create an environment of mutual respect and understanding. Respect, remember, is one of the things I said research has shown that will help love in marriage to be enough, that will help the marriage to last long, that will help the marriage to be satisfying. And remember, the Bible said that wives should respect their husbands in Ephesians 5:33. Maybe somebody is now saying, okay, no, it's the wife that's supposed to respect. Hold it. Husbands also are told to also respect their wives. Another word is honor. Honor. In 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7, it said, husbands, honor your wife. Of course, when you honor somebody, you also respect the person. You're not going to talk rudely to the person. The word of the Lord said in 1 Corinthians 13, talking about love, it said, love is not rude. So both of you would what? You will respect each other. When you come from with gratitude first, before you continue with whatever you want to talk about in the planned discussion. Respect and understanding what can also significantly improve marital satisfaction and increase feelings of emotional closeness between spouses. So you see, the gratitude will bring respect and understanding, and respect and understanding will bring satisfaction in the marriage. It will also help you to be able to discuss about whatever you want to discuss about, to be able to find solutions to the challenges, and will be able to help you to resolve the conflict. Okay, gratitude also highlights moments. Okay, it highlights moments of connection and teamwork in the marriage, and these will provide stronger emotional foundation for addressing difficulties from a place of support rather than frustration. So you see, when you're grateful, you express your gratitude, okay, it will help you to see, okay, this is what we have been doing well, this is what we have been doing well. It shines the light on the teamwork, how you've been supporting each other to get along in the relationship. Instead of, when you are complaining, you are murmuring, it will come from frustration, it will come from anger, bitterness, and so on, which is not good, which will erode the foundation of love and trust in the marriage. Another benefit of gratitude in marriage is that it will shift your focus away from unmet expectations. Okay. Gratitude will shift your focus away from your expectations that were not met in the marriage. And it will remove resentment. It will remove bitterness. It will remove anger. And it will redirect your attention towards what is already working in the marriage. So gratitude will help you get rid of negative feelings. in your relationship. It would help you to do away with those desires to get back at your spouse. It will help you to do away with those anger and bitterness that you are nursing against your spouse. That is what gratitude will do. It will help you not to now sort of become entitled. Yeah, it will remove a sense. It will remove that sense of entitlement. Some women will say, "Is that not what he's supposed to do? As a matter of fact, he's not doing it. Is that what he's supposed to do? As a matter of fact, she's not doing it." Yeah, you will overlook such. The Bible said, "Love does what covers multitude of sin." Another version says it overlooks, wrong doings. Yeah, that is what gratitude will help you to do. Now, gratitude is more impactful. You'll be saying gratitude, 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 gratitude. Okay, now you want the gratitude to work. Okay, somebody will say, "Anyway, I said thank you," and the person, okay. You want it to work. You want it to bring all these benefits into your marriage. How should you be able to, express the gratitude, and it will have all these, effects, positive effects that we've been discussing about? The benefits we've been discussing about is that the gratitude should be specific and it should be intentional. I repeat, your gratitude to your spouse that you want to express should be what? Specific and should be intentional. Yes, there are sometimes you just generalize it, but you want it to be more effective, then you have to be specific. You have to enumerate. Don't just say, "Thank you for being a good husband." And so, don't just say, "Thank you for being a good wife." And so, remember I said when I give the assignment to the couples, when they come for therapy, I always tell them, list. Right. Number one, what is it your spouse is doing that is good or they are happy and you want your spouse to continue doing? List it down. Okay. So you can, in order for your gratitude to be specific and intentional, you can do something. You can say something like this. Don't just say, "Thank you for being a good wife. Thank you for being a husband." You can say, "Thank you for standing up for me when your brother wanted to rubbish me the other time we had family reunion." Okay, what are you saying? That you appreciate him for being for defending you. So what will happen? The next time such a situation is about to happen, he will remember that you were happy that he defended you, he stood up for you, and that will be encouraged. So you see, you are specific. You are letting him know, I acknowledge that particular time. I'm mentioning of that particular situation, and I'm happy that you did what you did. Okay, you can say, "Thank you for waking up daily to fix breakfast for the family, even though I know you'll have loved to sleep longer." You can say, "Thank you for being the family school bus, dropping the children every day and picking them up." As we said, one of the things that couples do that is not helping their relationship with their spouses, because the couples have the tendency of taking each other for granted. Yes, familiarity will breed contempt. You would just take things for granted. Do you know there are spouses who are not doing up to even what your spouse is doing? But whatever your spouse is doing, start appreciating him or her and mention it. Be specific, be intentional, be direct, express it, acknowledge it, and you're going to see it's going to be helping your relationship. You can say, "Thank you for being a good provider. I know it's not easy for you to always go out there every day to work from morning till dusk just to put a roof over our heads." Or you can even say, "Thank you for always making sure that our children are sent out of school. I'm so grateful." Do you know many women, instead of saying that, will be saying, they'll complain. Now, if you thank your husband for doing that, do you know the next session he will do everything to make sure that the school fees of the children are paid on time? Do you know when you appreciate your wife for even going out to do business, to do things, to bring some financial support to the family? or you just take her for granted and say, hey, it's not the children, they are both ours, she's supposed to do anything, whatever she can to also support me. No, don't take each other for granted. Don't take each other for granted. Please start expressing your gratitude. It will do you a lot of good. You can even say thank you so much for not defiling our marriage bed when your female boss was all over you, was trying to seduce you. Now let me chip this in. As married people, one of the ways you can be able to prevent yourself from falling into adultery is if there's anybody making passes at you, either you're the husband or the wife, get your spouse informed immediately. That will serve as a check for you. Get your spouse informed immediately. That will serve as a support system, emotional support system for you, to help you to stand and say no. But if you try to hide it, keep it, you are cutting fire. Okay, so you can say thank you for all you did to keep our relationship pure. Don't just take each other for granted. Another way is gratitude is also a preventive measure. Gratitude is a preventive measure. As I said, it is better to be proactive than to be reactive. Okay, so gratitude is a way of you being proactive. Instead of waiting for problems to arise, why not continue to nurture your relationship through gratitude? Cultivate, practice the attitude of gratitude, which will create strong emotional bond, create strong emotional foundation, create strong emotional connection between you and your spouse. Don't wait for problems to come before you start now practicing gratitude. No, start practicing gratitude now and shield your relationship from problems. Shield a relationship from crisis. Gratitude will help you do that. People taking a spouse's action and goodness for granted is dangerous. It's dangerous for the marriage. It's dangerous for the marriage because when appreciation fades and expectations take over, what will happen? Frustrations will come in, resentment will be building up, anger will increase because nobody wants to be taken for granted. Nobody wants to be used. As your spouse is putting in the effort, is sacrificing, is investing, is going all out to do things to make the marriage work, it is your responsibility to do what? Acknowledge it. Everything that your spouse is, acknowledge them. But not just acknowledge them, express your gratitude to your spouse for all those things. You know, many people will think that it is the big things that we do that will make the marriage to work. No, it is the little things like gratitude that will make your marriage to work. Marriage doesn't need grand gestures, or somebody will say, I'm waiting until the day my husband will buy me a car before I will say thank you. He may never buy you that car. If you do not thank him for the day he bought maybe just a cup of rice to the home, and you say thank you, then that will encourage him to do more. Remember, one of the benefits of gratitude is that it serves as a positive reinforcement. It serves as it helps promote a positive feedback loop. It helps the spouses to do what? To look for ways to outdo each other's goodness. Okay, so when you do this little things, especially gratitude, it will help your marriage. When couples make gratitude a regular part of their communication, okay, research has shown that they build a partnership that feels more connected, supported, and emotionally fulfilling and satisfying. So I want you today, from now on, don't wait until when there's problem, okay, for you to try to go into gratitude to repair. No. Keep the relationship fresh. Keep the love, hot. Keep the connection. Make it stronger. Let joy be something, and happiness be something that you experience daily in your relationship. And I want you to do what? Always look for how to thank your spouse. For example, when my husband, I know, has sent money to the children for their upkeep, or had just paid the school fees, I don't just look away and say, yeah, that is what you should do. No, I go to him and I say, thank you, honey, for paying the school fees of the children. I'm so grateful. Thank you, and I pray that the Lord will continue to provide for you, will uplift you. I pray for him as well. And I know he will say, okay, you see, he's happy. And when he also comes around, and for example, some men, when the wife had finished cooking, they would just eat and go. No, don't just eat and go. Tell her thank you for a good meal. So that the day maybe there's too much salt, don't just say, have you just bought a bag of salt in the house? No. She'll remember when you used to appreciate her when you enjoy the food. Then she will know that, oh yeah, I think there's a little bit. And you don't just say there's too much salt. You can just say, oh, I enjoy the food. However, I think the salt is a little bit too much today. Oh, so you see, there's gratitude, constructive criticism. There's gratitude at the beginning, and to help your spouse to do what the next time she's cooking, she'll make sure that she doesn't add too much salt to it. So gratitude is a way to do what? To help your relationship to get better, to get stronger, to get happier. You live healthier, you live longer, you're more productive. Oh yeah, that is what another thing that will happen in the relationship. Of course, when you are healthier, you are happier, you're going to be more productive, and you'll be setting an example down, a template of marriage for your children to follow when they get married. So you're not just doing this for you and your spouse alone. You are doing this because it's going to become what? Transgenerational. It will not be a pattern. Anywhere your children go, they will know, okay, and it's one of our values in this family. We appreciate people for what they've done for us. We express our gratitude. And remember, always express your gratitude to your Creator, because who has made you to be different from another? And why do you behave as if you have not received what you have received from God? So if you are not who you are by your own doing, but by the grace of God, always give thanks to God. From the moment you wake up to the time you want to sleep, make it a habit to give thanks to God. Make it a habit to give thanks to your spouse, because as we have discussed all along this episode, we've seen all the episodes, we've seen so many benefits that we cannot actually finish discussing about, that you are going to get when you do what? You practice gratitude in your family. I'm going to try to end with this, and make sure you always remember, an attitude of gratitude will always increase your altitude. So make it a habit to always express your gratitude. Thank you so much for joining us today. I believe you have been blessed, and please make sure you put what we have spoken about into practice. And I pray that the Lord will help you, that your home is going to be a replica of heaven and earth, and your children will have a good template also to use in their family. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure that you are here again next week, same time, same day, on this same station, for another episode of Conjugal Bliss. I am Priscilla Ashonibare. God bless you.